This is a more intermediate workout. Now we're moving into more of a tailored, high intensity workout where we're going to involve increasing your heart rate with a blast at the end of the workout, but also more lower body weights, which actually is what's going to get your heart rate up the highest because you have much larger muscle groups on the lower half of your body, which requires a lot more blood, which then requires your heart to do a lot more pumping. So it's tricky because you're getting cardio without having to do cardio. You are going to need for this workout 1 set of heavy weights for, squats, for rows, for deadlifts. You also have a chair, which you will use in this instance for the Bulgarian split squats, but in other workouts you may use for step-ups or for thrusters, for example. We're gonna move into the workout, but I would like to caution that if you are currently doing IVs or IUIs, and you are in the middle of stimulating with your stims, this may not be a good workout for you because it involves jumping and movements where your head is going to be below your hips. And I don't want your ovaries, which are going to be significantly larger right now, having any opportunity to twist. So if they do twist, the artery will be cut off, and that is then an immediate life-threatening emergency. And so not to freak you out, but this is not the workout for you. Same goes for if you have any large mass on your ovaries, so endometriomas, for example, please don't do this workout. There's so many that are appropriate. This is not the one. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna start everything on the floor. Let's get started. We're gonna learn the movements and then we're gonna do the movements. First and foremost, we're gonna do our glute bridges, which I love as a warm-up because it warms up your lower back and your glutes, and you get to lie down on the floor. Palms on the ground, hips are ready to engage, core is engaged, and we lift. Okay? We're feeling this in our glutes. Our heels are closer to our butt. If you wanted to get more hamstring action, I learned this from Tony behind the camera. He is just the best. You can walk your heels out further, and then you can get more of a hamstring movement. But we want today more of a glute action. So we're gonna keep our heels pretty close, just like about a foot away from our butt, okay? And you're gonna lift your butt up in the air, core is still tight, and this is a nice one straight line you're coming up. It's not like a fancy yoga dance move. We're not doing it with our spine. We're lifting in one straight line, up and down, up and down. There's a lot of variety to this. You can do it with one leg, you can do it in a marching. Today we're gonna stick with the basics. So first we're gonna do our glute bridge, then we're gonna pop on up, head onto our hands and knees. We're going to flex our feet and we are going to pump our foot directly behind in the air and then bring the knee back down, up and down. These are our donkey kicks. Everybody has their own version. I like to keep in mind a few things. I like to have a nice tight core, and I like to make sure that I'm feeling this in my glutes, okay? So when I pump my foot up, I'm not getting up super high, but I am definitely feeling it in my glute. So up, core is tight, come back down, just touch your knee so lightly to the ground. We're not slamming into the ground. Okay, we're gonna do 12 per side. And then last but not least, the talking portion of the warm-up, we're going to do a side plank. So elbow below shoulder, lifting all the way up into our side plank. If this is too challenging, you're gonna start with just on your knees. Okay, let's get into our warm-up. Our glute bridges. Okay, pushing into your heels, coming up as one straight line. We're gonna walk into our 20. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, flip on over. All fours. Same muscles, but more core activation. Okay? And kick up right behind you. 10. 1. Kiss. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Side plank, lifting in through your hips. Don't let them sink, okay? If you need to start in the half, that's okay. But otherwise, let's get started. Up for 30 seconds. I love a side plank because you can do these throughout your entire pregnancy once you become pregnant. I will never become pregnant again, and I still love them because of what it's doing for my transverse abdominals. Okay, if you were doing 15 seconds, we passed it 5 seconds ago. I'm a terrible cuer, but really we're just going to pretend that I'm helping you become a better version of yourself. And stop, other side. In actuality, it's just because I can't keep track of the time. And up. Let's see if I can do a better job this time. Perhaps you guys were like my old personal training clients who would tell me the reps that I would miss and the timing that I would miss. Because they were always a lot more invested in it than I was. That's 15 seconds. Look at me go. Okay? Keeping your core nice and tight. We only have 10 seconds left. And then we begin at the top again of this delightful warm-up. All right? And down. As you'll note, we've gotten our glutes. We have gotten our core. And with that tricky side plank, we also got our shoulders and upper back and chest. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Okay. Hips come up, nice straight line. Let's get right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze, guys. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, flip on over. Core is tight. Pumping our glutes with our donkey kicks. And heels to the ceiling. Pump your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Conversation time. Side plank. And go. I have nothing to say. Lies, 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 lies. Isn't it wild? We're doing this all on the floor, and yet my heart rate is already up. That's 15 seconds. Keep going, you're doing great. Don't let your body sink. Try and keep your hips level. Core is tight. You're getting that side glute action as well. And stop. Flip to the other side. So with our bridges, we're getting glute max, the largest portion of your butt. Same with your donkey, but we're also getting with the donkey your core transverse abdominals, rectus abdominals, and then with the side plank, you're getting a little bit of glute med as well. How fun. Okay, and up. That wasn't just an opportunity for me to take a break. I know that's what you're thinking. It's not. You guys are judgmental, which feels unfair because I love you all so much. That's 15 seconds. Core is tight. We're feeling it in all the right places. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and stop. It's funny because I used to tell myself when I was pregnant with my son, Sam, that if I did enough of those, I'd be able to push him out like a torpedo because my transverse abdominals would be so strong. And honest to God, I really did. Well, I'm not sure if it was the side plank or just the fact that I waited too long to get to the hospital. But let's say it was the side planks and use that for your motivation. All right, guys, last round of this warm-up. Lifting your glutes up to the sky. Core is tight, and go. 1, 2, one line. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good. Pop on over. Donkey kick. Core is tight. Okay, and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. And side planks. If we go right away. Last 30 seconds. Moments like these. Think to yourself, I really am a champion. I can do anything. And did I shave? Yes, I did. See, we're all winning. Again, though, I missed the time cue, so you just have to do 30 seconds. But since this is your last round of this warm-up anyway, you might as well. And stop. Good. Flip. And last 30 seconds. Let's go. We're going to really push through this one. It's funny because it's a plank. It's like, how intense could it possibly get? I mean, it could get pretty intense, but it's not like you're going to push harder at the beginning than you were at the end. You're just going to feel like you are. That's 15 seconds. I almost missed it again. Okay, you're almost there. 5 seconds to go. And stop. That was so fun. If you do that little warm-up, like first thing in the morning, so you have no time for anything else in the day, except for just that warm-up, you could do that warm-up and then go for a 30-minute walk, and that would just be absolutely stellar, because you're getting every single muscle, and you're also doing something which is then going to probably create more of a cascade. You're going to want to do more. That's the thing. As soon as you get started, you're always ready to continue. Okay, so I'm just going to give you the whole breakdown at the beginning now, and then we're going to just go through this workout so that if you're doing this, more than once, you can fast forward me right now. We're going to do 3 separate sets. Each set is going to have 2 exercises. The first set is going to be standing leg lifts and curtsy lunges. So a standing leg lift looks like so. Nice tight core. Your foot is flexed like so. You can do it pointed if you have like a dancer expertise, but as soon as you're pointing, now I've got more quad involvement, which is not what the goal of this is. So I would like for you, if you can, please keep your foot flexed. You're going to aim slightly behind you. So just ever so slightly. It's not like a donkey kick where you're actually behind your body. It's here's my sideline and it's just ever so slightly behind me. After that, we're going to move into our curtsy lunges. So with the curtsy lunges, I don't want you slamming that back knee into the ground. You can also keep your hands in the front. You can either hold onto your waist if you're feeling fancy, or you can keep the one arm ready to position in case you're nervous about falling. Okay, stand all the way back up, come back down. Okay, the key here, I also use my arm leaning forward so that I actually go far enough, because it's pretty easy when you've got your hands on your hips to go a little bit less deep, because you don't really have a guideline for how deep you could be going. It's personal preference, honestly. Okay, so we're going to go through that 3 times. It's very much all about the glutes. Then we're going to move into another set, which is again about the glutes. The next movements that we're going to do are going to be a deadlift, which we actually mastered in our first workout. So we've got our weights. Again, keeping everything nice and straight. This is not Romanian where we have straight legs. We're going to keep some bend in our knees, keep our back flat, and then pull up, squeeze your glutes. It's important that you are able to choose a weight that's going to be challenging, but that isn't going to be too much for you to do 3 times through. Okay? Next, everybody's favorite, except for my actual Bulgarian husband, is the Bulgarian split squat. So in doing this, sometimes it's easier to, I know a lot of people, they like to position the foot and then hop forward. I'm not one of those gals. I feel more precarious hopping forward. So I actually feel more comfortable reaching back where I am and then kind of scooching my foot forward, because A, I'm prone to falling, and B, I don't want to miss this workout by injuring myself before it even starts. Okay, squeeze your glutes, come on down, come on back up. Really, really squeeze the glutes the whole time. So it's not like relaxy back here and then just the front leg is working. The back leg is working too, okay? So you're popping it up, popping it up. If you want to add challenge to this, and actually it's helpful sometimes for people who feel unbalanced in this. If you want to add weight, you can. So if I'm going to be using this leg and propping this one back up, the opposite arm and the same leg that's extended behind you, you can add weight. And that actually, for me, in that instance, feels a little bit more stable. But it's, again, it's personal preference. So that's superset number 2. And last, our last 2 movements are personal favorites of nobody's. Burpees and dumbbell swings. If you have a kettlebell available, feel free to choose your kettlebell. But I have dumbbells here today, so that's what we're going to use. For your burpee, we have a few different varieties. If you are nervous about your low back or you are pregnant, you can do a Frogger type burpee, which is just come on down, kick back, come back up. Okay? For the rest of us, we're going to go all the way down to the ground. We're going to come all the way up high with a little jump for spirit. You only have to do 6, so I want you to really give it your all for those. For the swing, it's important that you have something that you can get a good grip, okay? You're going to have your legs actually just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. They're not super wide though. When you see the movement, you're going to think to yourself, like, why not? Well, my friends, it's not actually your arms that are doing the work. Your arms are just holding on to the weight. The key is actually your hips, which are going to thrust the movement forward. So the main muscles in this are, once again, your glutes. It just looks tricky and like I'm including more arm workouts than I really am. Once again, tricking everybody. Now, provided I'm not going to hit this chair, we're going to demo this swing. Okay, so you keep your arms a little bit bent so that your elbows are soft, okay? And your wrists are going to hit the insides of your legs. So if this was a kettlebell, for instance, I would start with it behind me. And then I would use my hips to swing it forward, okay? So you can get a little bit of practice. Holding onto your weight, don't swing it through an open plate glass window. That'll get you kicked out of your building or your home. All right, let's get this started. We're gonna go through just all the way through. So again, if you have fast forwarded to just right now, good for you. Okay, let's get our workout started. We're gonna start off with set 1. Remember, this one we don't need any weights, so we can get started right away. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Into our curtsies. Let's go. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Right back up into our leg lifts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On to my favorite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Curtsies, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, here we go. Round 3, last one of these 2 exercises. I know you'll miss them so very much. Away we go into our 12 standing side leg lifts. Remember, we're slightly behind, guys, not all the way to the side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right into your curtsies like a pro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On to round number 2. Set number 2. Okay, grab your deadlift dumbbells. Okay, remember, these are a little bit more weighty. They're not the same as what you would use for like a bicep curl, okay? Get your chair ready because we are supersetting them with a Bulgarian split squat. So fancy, so fancy. Okay, core is tight, lifting our weights, and right into it, 12 deadlifts. Okay, 1, 2, squeeze at the hips, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, if you're feeling like a maniac, you're going to continue holding on to them. I am feeling like a completely sane person, so I'm not going to. And you're going to extend one leg back onto a chair. You can also use a couch, which might feel a little bit more stable actually because your foot will be more cushioned in it. Or you can start with something more simple like a low step. Okay, you can build up to this extremely uncomfortable, artistic-looking chair. Okay, and go. 1, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12, good. And as the chair almost slid away from me, it wanted me to remind you of an important safety cue. If you are concerned about your chair sliding because you are on a very hard surface, please put it up against a wall or put it on a yoga mat like a normal sane person. Okay, squeegee forward. See, that's why we don't hop. Okay, glutes are tight, weight is in our heels, we drop down, we squeeze up. 1, 2, 3, safety moment, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12, good. Exercise isn't about being perfect. It's about getting it done in the best way you can. Trying not to die, okay? Core is tight. In we go. Set number 2 with our deadlifts. Remember, this is all about that hips, that hip movement, guys. Okay? So come on down, come up, thrust under your body. 1. And core is tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew, my butt is feeling this movement combination. Kind of insane person thinks this is a good idea. Same one who uses this chair. All right, core is tight, glutes are activated, we are sinking down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12. Tight, 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 hike, tight, tight, okay? Now a nice little tip, I noticed that was a perfect placement for my foot on the chair. Felt comfortable, I could do the exercise easily. So now I'm using this little tile here as a marker. You might have something in your home that provides that kind of marking for you, whether it's on a mat or like a floor tile, so that you can create little hacks for yourself so that you don't have to each time feel like you're restarting. Okay, now we go. 12. Remember, glutes on the resting leg, still lifted, okay? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12. Ha! Now if you're wearing an Apple Watch, you can see, oh, my heart rate is really high. And I didn't just do cardio, but weights can count towards your cardio if your heart rate is getting within a certain zone. So for me, that would be over 130 beats per minute would be my zone 3, which is faster than like a fast-paced walk. All right? It's like a jog. It's like I'm jogging and lifting weights at the same time. Talk about your ultimate multitask. Okay, last round, away we go. Core is tight, glutes are lifted, and go. 1, don't forget to thrust. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, 12. Yes. Tightness in the glute. Okay, now, last set, Bulgarian split squats. Oh, that was pretty good. She's getting fancy. Okay, core is tight, glutes are activated, and right away, 1, 2, I'm almost having fun now. 3, 4, 5, 6, if I had a weight, it would be here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 1, 2. Do you like my fake weight? Super cute. All right. And last round. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. Yes. One more round. Kidding. Jokes, but you do have one more set. We're getting fancy now with our dumbbell swings and our burpees. Remember, if your back is sore or you are pregnant, you are not doing the full burpee. You are going to do the Frogger, which is still very hard when you do 6 in a row. All right, let's get this party started with our 6 burpees, followed by our 12 swings, and we're gonna do that 3 times through. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab your dumbbell, position yourself, okay, slightly behind, and you're gonna use your hips to thrust up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, okay, okay. 170. Is that from the espresso? Maybe. But it certainly is a pretty good cardio boost. So if you're thinking, okay, the literature says I need to do high intensity interval training, well, my friend, this seems to be it. And 6, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my necklace escaped just in time. All right, right away into our 12 swings. Remember, hips thrusted forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it. Do you have one more? 174. Here we go. Last and final round of this extremely vigorous workout that you have done in a very small space with very little equipment. And it has had a big bang, getting all of your excuses and putting them to rest. I don't have a gym membership. I can't leave my home. I don't have time. I don't have the equipment. Amazon, got these on Amazon, and they look so cute. So now what? Now what's your excuse? Now you have to admit to yourself, I don't want to do this. It's okay. No one wants to do this, including me. Look how I'm procrastinating on this last set. But we're going to do it anyway. We can do this. And we can be a good example for our children. And now that my heart rate is at 140, I feel safe to do this without being concerned for my welfare. And go. Last rounds, guys. 1, get up really high. 2, 3, like you're flying. 4, 5, more like an athlete. 6, grab your cowbell for your final 12, and go. 1, 2, 3, use your hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. You did it. We did it. Okay. Good workout, guys. Proud of you. Proud of me. Let's move on to workout 3.